Alright, very quick tutorial on muzzle flash. Pull up Sony Vegas Pro, throw your project media in there, your video clip. I didn't do or say anything special in my audio track, so I'm going to get that out of there, use that for something else. We're going to need a total of 4 video tracks, so I'm going to stack 3 more on top of the one I already have. Then I'm going to duplicate this track. Right click on it, hit copy, go to the track right above it, right click, paste. Now we're going to use that later. For right now, find the point where your gun kicks back. Right there where my .44 caliber finger gun begins to kick back, that's the frame I want, right before it goes blurry. Bring in your muzzle flash. You only want your muzzle flash on there for 1 frame. So bring it over 1 frame. I actually want my muzzle flash on the top frame, number 1. Our smoke will go in this frame. Go over here to compositing mode. Go up to screen. That'll get rid of your black. Now I'm going to go to pan crop zoom, event pan crop. I'm going to bring that over. Okay, it's going to cut that off, so I'm going to right click on it, hit switches, maintain aspect ratio. That'll bring it to widescreen. Then I'm going to make it a little bit smaller because that's quite a large flash. You want something substantial. There we go. Bring it right to the end of your gun barrel, or in my case fingertip. That's in there, we'll get rid of that. And then we'll bring in our smoke. I'm not going to need the audio track on the smoke either. I really don't know what sound smoke makes. Same thing on my smoke. I'm going to go to compositing mode, screen, to get rid of the black. Event pan crop. Now it's backwards, so make sure your lock aspect ratio is off. That way you can flip it around on your track there. Then I'm going to move this to match my muzzle flash. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. There we are. Now you see this foggy haze around it? You guys might not be able to see it, I do. I'm going to go ahead and turn my screen off and go back to source alpha. And then I'm going to use my chroma keyer to get rid of that black. Chroma keyer. Bring that in there. Use the dropper tool, select that black. That ought to get rid of that. There we go. And now I'll go back to compositing mode, screen, and that'll bring my smoke back to white. There we go. That looks much better. My smoke is also cut off on the frame there. So I'm going to go to switches, maintain aspect ratio on that. That'll probably have to make me move it. No, still looks good. Alright. Now on the audio track down here, I'm gonna bring in my gunshot. Links for the muzzle flash and the shot will be in the description. And that takes care of my gunshot. Now for this extra track here, we're going to split it at the beginning of our muzzle flash. You can get rid of that. We're going to go 2 frames and we're going to split it again. We can get rid of that. I like to extend it 1 frame past my muzzle flash, and then I'll fade offset it. Now, what we use this track for is go over here to compositing mode, go to add. See how it brightens the whole track? Here's regular. Here's on that overlay track we put in there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go pan, crop, zoom on that track. Go to mask. And anywhere you think that muzzle flash is going to cast a shadow or a light, go ahead and section that off. I'm going to go to this wrinkle in my sleeve here. Then, you see that kind of jagged, crappy looking line there? Go over here to feather type, both. I'm going to bring it up to 2, depending on how your video looks. You can play with that, figure out where you need it. I'm going to grab my normal editing tool, and I'm going to go in here and get rid of all the extra lighting around my hand, and just go around, kind of line up the lighting. I'm also going to put lighting on my face and on my shirt. And don't forget your background. There's going to be, since I'm standing so close to that wall, there's going to be quite a bit of flash on the background, my face, my shirt, my arm. Make sure to put all that muzzle flash in there, and then it'll look more realistic. The more time you spend on it, the better it's going to look.